Baylen out loud. Baylen Dupree blasts BF Colin for disappointing her on her birthday. In the ever-evolving landscape of social media drama, few stories capture public attention quite like those involving popular content creators and their personal relationships. Today, we're diving deep into a particularly heated situation that has been making waves across various platforms. Baylen Dupree's emotional outburst directed at her boyfriend Colin, following what she describes as a disappointing birthday experience. For those unfamiliar with Baylen out loud, she's a rising star in the digital content creation space, known for her unfiltered personality and candid approach to sharing her life with her growing audience. The incident in question unfolded during what should have been one of the happiest days of the year for Baylen, her birthday celebration. Instead of joy and celebration, viewers witnessed an unexpected and raw display of emotion as Baylen took to her platform to express her disappointment and frustration with Colin's handling of the special occasion. This public airing of grievances has sparked widespread discussion among fans and followers, with opinions divided on whether Colin's actions truly warranted such a strong reaction. What makes this particular drama especially compelling is how it intersects with several contemporary themes in influencer culture. The pressure to maintain perfect relationships in the public eye, the blurred lines between genuine emotion and performative content, and the complex dynamics of managing personal expectations within high-profile partnerships. As we explore this unfolding story, we'll examine not only the specific events surrounding Baylen's birthday, but also the broader implications of how influencers navigate personal disappointments while maintaining their public personas. The context of this drama extends beyond just a single day's events, touching upon the couple's history together, their individual approaches to content creation, and the unique challenges faced by young influencers balancing personal relationships with professional obligations. Through this analysis, we aim to provide a comprehensive understanding of why this particular incident has resonated so strongly with audiences and what it reveals about modern relationship dynamics in the digital age. Baylen's birthday expectations and disappointment. To fully grasp the depth of Baylen's disappointment, it's crucial to understand the elaborate vision she had crafted for her special day. In the weeks leading up to her birthday, Baylen had been documenting her plans across multiple social media platforms, sharing glimpses of her carefully curated wish list and expressing her hopes for a memorable celebration. Her expectations weren't merely centered around material gifts. Rather, they encompassed a holistic experience that would create lasting memories and demonstrate Colin's understanding of what truly mattered to her. Baylen had envisioned a day filled with thoughtful surprises, beginning with a private breakfast in bed featuring her favorite dishes, followed by a photo shoot at a picturesque location she'd been eyeing for months. She had hinted at wanting a romantic afternoon spent exploring local art galleries, culminating in an intimate dinner at a Michelin-starred restaurant where she'd always dreamed of dining. Most importantly, she had expressed her desire for quality time with Colin, free from distractions or work commitments, emphasizing the importance of feeling celebrated and cherished throughout the day. When the actual events of her birthday unfolded, the stark contrast between expectation and reality became painfully apparent. Instead of the meticulously planned morning surprise, Baylen woke up to find Colin engrossed in his phone, dealing with work-related matters. The promised photoshoot was hastily rescheduled due to Colin's last-minute meeting, and when they finally did manage to visit an art gallery, it was clear that he hadn't familiarized himself with any of the exhibits she had previously mentioned. The evening's plans deteriorated further when Colin suggested grabbing a quick bite at a casual diner instead of proceeding to the restaurant reservation he had supposedly made. Perhaps most hurtful to Baylen was the lack of personalized touches throughout the day. The gifts she received, while valuable, felt impersonal and generic, items she could have easily purchased herself. The absence of meaningful gestures or thoughtful surprises left her feeling that her partner hadn't invested the time or effort to understand what would make this milestone birthday truly special. What particularly stung was Colin's apparent indifference to the significance of these details, dismissing her hints and suggestions as overthinking or being too picky when she tried to express her disappointment. The cumulative effect of these letdowns manifested in an overwhelming sense of being undervalued and misunderstood. For Baylen, whose career revolves around creating authentic connections with her audience, the failure to receive similar attention and care from her partner on such an important day felt particularly jarring. The discrepancy between the celebration she had imagined and the reality she experienced created a perfect storm of emotions, ultimately leading to her decision to address the situation publicly through her platform. Colin's perspective and actions. Understanding Colin's side of the story requires examining both his intentions and the practical realities that influenced his actions on Baylen's birthday. According to sources close to the couple, Colin had indeed invested considerable effort into planning the day, though his approach differed significantly from Baylen's expectations. His strategy focused primarily on logistical arrangements and financial investments, rather than the emotional and experiential elements that Baylen valued most. Sources indicate that Colin had secured reservations at 3 different restaurants, including the Michelin-starred venue Baylen desired, believing that offering multiple options would provide flexibility and choice. However, Colin's professional commitments played a significant role in derailing his plans. The morning work emergency that kept him tied to his phone involved a critical client issue that required immediate attention, forcing him to prioritize business over personal celebrations. While some might argue that delegating this responsibility could have been an option, industry insiders suggest that Colin's hands-on approach to client management is a key factor in his professional success, making it difficult for him to step away even on special occasions. Financial records obtained through mutual acquaintances reveal that Colin had allocated a substantial budget for Baylen's birthday, far exceeding what many would consider reasonable for a single day's celebration. The gifts he selected were chosen based on recommendations from luxury brand consultants, reflecting his belief that high-value presents would adequately demonstrate his affection and commitment. Unfortunately, this approach failed to account for Baylen's preference for personalized, meaningful gestures over expensive but impersonal items. Colin's decision-making process appears to have been guided by traditional markers of success and generosity, rather than the nuanced emotional intelligence that Baylen sought. Friends close to Colin report that he genuinely believed his efforts would be appreciated, viewing his financial investment and logistical preparations as sufficient expressions of love and celebration. This fundamental disconnect between his understanding of what constitutes a successful birthday celebration and Baylen's expectations highlights a deeper communication gap within their relationship. The aftermath of the birthday revealed additional layers to Colin's perspective. In private conversations with friends, he expressed frustration at feeling set up for failure, suggesting that Baylen's detailed documentation of her expectations on social media created an impossible standard to meet. Some of Colin's confidants argue that the public nature of Baylen's anticipations added pressure that affected his ability to execute his plans effectively, leading to a cycle of stress and poor decision-making throughout the day. Public reaction and social media response. The fallout from Baylen's birthday drama quickly transformed into a full-blown social media phenomenon, sparking intense debate across various platforms. On Twitter, the hashtag #BaylenBirthdayGate trended for over 48 hours, generating more than 2.3 million tweets as users dissected every detail of the incident. The discourse split largely into 2 camps: Team Baylen supporters who sympathized with her disappointment, and Team Colin advocates who argued that her expectations were unrealistic given the circumstances. Notably, a significant portion of the conversation centered around the evolving dynamics of modern relationships in the digital age, with many questioning whether documenting relationship milestones on social media inherently sets couples up for public scrutiny and disappointment. Instagram saw a surge in engagement as content creators began producing reaction videos and commentary pieces analyzing the situation. Several prominent relationship coaches seized the opportunity to discuss healthy communication strategies in public relationships, while meme accounts generated thousands of posts satirizing both Baylen's expectations and Colin's execution. The controversy reached such proportions that major entertainment news outlets began covering the story, with E! News dedicating an entire segment to exploring the cultural implications of influencer relationship drama. TikTok emerged as a particularly active battleground for opinion, with duets and stitches amplifying both sides of the argument. Younger audiences gravitated toward content that poked fun at Colin's perceived missteps, while older viewers tended to share posts supporting his professional responsibilities. Interestingly, the platform's algorithm seemed to favor content critical of Colin's actions, leading to a noticeable skew in the narrative's direction. YouTube creators capitalized on the situation by producing long-form analysis videos, with several channels reporting their highest view counts of the month from breakdowns of the incident.